Overdrive! I love Overdrive. I personally use Overdrive all of the time. Your student net at school might look a little different than this, but at home, this is what it looks like for me. So from your main student net page, I clicked on Overdrive and elementary login, since we are an elementary school. Your library card number is going to be your student ID number with a capital S. So that's your KISD password for logging into Google, but with a capital. To protect password information, I just went ahead and logged in. If you are a student, of course, your capital S and your 6-digit number, and then the PIN will be the last 4 digits of that number. For teachers, the username, your library card, is just your ID number, and Klein is the password. So when you get to Overdrive, the first thing you're going to see is Bluebonnet books. These Bluebonnet books, we are going to do the Bluebonnet Challenge, and I have Spirit Sticks as rewards for students who have read 5 and completed the quizzes and are able to vote for their favorite Bluebonnet book. So I'll use the Bluebonnet books to go over a couple of things. This book icon means that you read the pages of a book. The headphone icon means that it's an audio book. And there are some titles that are read-alongs, and I believe you can search for the read-alongs. And these aren't always the same books that are read-alongs. It's kind of a surprise. They pop up and go away, and they change all the time. So if you have a student, or you are a student that likes those read-alongs, keep searching for them. So back to the main page. If I would like to check out The Great Shelby Holmes, I want to sample it first to make sure it's a just right book for me. That sample will pull up in a separate page, and I can read a couple of pages to see if this is a book that I might be interested in. If it is, I go here and see that it's gray. That means that I cannot read it right now. I can place a hold because somebody is already reading this book. So I will place a hold. When you place this hold, you'll be able to find that hold in your account. My checkouts are on top, my holds are right below it, and any lists, if I have a wish list or I tag a couple that I'd like to look at in the future, will be right here. So for my holds, I can see that there's only one person ahead of me. If I would like to check it out as soon as it is available, that's what auto checkout means. Remove hold means I found it in the library, or I'm no longer interested in this title. You can put it back on the shelf, and that allows you to check out another book on your holds list, because you can only have 3 books on hold as well as 3 books on checkouts. If I'm reading a book and I know that this book is about to come up, there's only one person ahead of me, but I am very, very into this book that I'm reading, I can suspend that hold for as long as I need. And that lets a couple people go ahead of me in line. It can also be edited if you'd like to cancel the suspension, and it'll be ready to check out at your normal time. Your checkouts. So I have right here a book that I've already read. So I would go and return the title because I want someone else to be able to check out this book. Every single book will usually have 2 options, download and read. It might look like Get Kindle Book and Read. This book actually only has Read as an option in your browser. When you are at school, you will always click Read in your browser because we don't have our personal devices at school, and there's no reason really to download to your device. The reason to download would be if you are at home and you'd like to download your book so you can read it in the car or on the go. Another reason would be if your internet is out at your house. You don't have internet right now. You can go to a Starbucks, borrow the Wi-Fi, download it to your device, and then read it anywhere you go. Right here, it tells you how long until this book expires. And it has a renew button. If I want to keep this book, I can renew it. If I'm not quite finished reading it, I click renew, and then it comes back up, and it allows me to check it out for another 2 weeks. So I'm actually not going to read this book, so I'm going to return the title. And that will allow me to check out another book because I only have 3. So if I want to read a book that I have checked out, you'll click Read in Browser, and just like the sample, it'll pop up in another page, and you'll be able to read this just like a normal book. You can find books by searching in the search bar above. You can, when it's black, that means you can borrow it right now. Something I like to do is click the Available Now button, because usually when I'm on Overdrive, I am looking for something to read at that moment. Echo is one I would like to read, so I'll put it in my checkouts. I have 0 of 3 checkouts remaining. That's the same on holds. You can only have 3 at a time. I'm going to remove this one as well. Another way that you can search for a book that you like, you can search by fiction, nonfiction. You can search by collection up here. You can search by level. Another thing that you can do is scroll down on the home page and see the most popular books. These books are the most popular this second. If I push refresh, those books should change. So they're always coming up with the most popular book of this exact moment. So if there's nothing there the right level for you, click refresh and see what comes up. Browse all subjects is a way to search for your books. We had a good time searching games, and you can find the Diary of a Zombie, Minecraft, Dragon Ball Z, Zelda. It's a good way to look for those books without just searching for one. Again, all of these grays are placed on hold. If I would like to read it right now, I will click Available Now, and these are all the books that I can read. If I search for Geronimo Stilton, I love Geronimo Stilton. The problem with this is they're all in Spanish. So this little filter right here on the left tells you there's 100 in Spanish and 24 in English. So that'll help you to find the books that are right for you. A lot of them are gray, so you can place a hold. You can place a sample to see which one you think you like the best, or you can click Available Now. Let's see if there's anything I'm forgetting. I really think that is it. If you download the app on your device, it looks a little bit different than that. It will ask for a library location. You can type in Lim Elementary, and that will be your library location, and you'll use the same exact login information to do that. Make sure that you always sign out before you leave to make sure that you keep your Overdrive secure. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Come and see me or email me at jfrye1@kleinisd.net.